It was sometime after midnight when I found her. The earth was motionless, only insects buzzing and the metal gate tapping lightly in the breeze. It come to the flowers along the brick wall where my brother claimed her ashes had been scattered. That was when I noticed a shape near the roasted shed, a child, folded in on herself, asleep on a flattened cardboard shed. Bare feet. Thin wrists. Shallow, careful breathing. I stopped dead. She was supposed to be dead. My brother's daughter, 10 years old, allegedly killed in an accident 3 months earlier. The funeral had been sealed, no one allowed to see the body. And now here she was, on cold cement, wearing a torn bias hoodie. I crouched slowly, barely breathing. Are you alive? She stared. Her face lifted. Those hollow, stunned eyes looked right through me. Uncle, she whispered, like saying my name heard. I reached out. She recoiled. That's when I noticed the bruising, yellow fading into blue, the kind that time can't hide. My pulse didn't race, locked into a flat, mechanical beat. I didn't yell. I didn't break. I wrapped her in my coat, carried her out, and never looked back. Nobody saw us leave. By morning she was in my kitchen eating cereal one tiny bit at a time, like she was afraid to be caught eating at all. When I asked where she had been, she stared at her hands and said nothing. Later I called my brother. When I said her name, Ichi's voice stayed perfectly even. She's gone, he said, irritated, like I was bringing up an old debt. Stop fighting. Same tone he said at the funeral. Practiced grief. Frost Saura smoothed into political control. She's not gone, I told him. She's here. A pause. Then softly. You're losing your mind. Click. Call ended. That's when I felt not shock, certainty. He wasn't confused. He wasn't shocked. He was terrified. That night, while she lay curled under a blanket on my couch, she whispered. Uncle, don't tell Daddy. I didn't answer. Something in my chest ignited anyway, quiet, permanent. I hid her with a friend outside the city. Safe. Then I began digging. Hospital records, nothing. No autopsy on file. The death certificate, forged. The night she died, a domestic violence call logged at Wichi's address, cancelled before officers arrived. Every breadcrumb confirmed what instinct had already screamed. She hadn't died. She had been hidden. And her own mother had helped. In Wichi's shed I found a plain envelope, tucked under rostered tools. Inside were photos, Wichi's daughter's bruises cataloged like inventory, dates written in pen beside each one. In one, she clutched a note. If I disappear, tell Uncle. I stared at that photo until my brain turned ice. I called him. Told him I was coming over. He agreed too fast. At dusk I walked into Ichi's house, same year where it found her. He greeted me with a bright, manufactured smile. Long time, he said. You look exhausted too. I sat down and placed the envelope on the table. I opened it. Spread every photograph out like evidence. He stared and went still. What is this? I didn't say a word. Then I slid across a copy of the forged certificate. I know everything. Wichi's voice cricket. You don't understand. I cut him off. I understand exactly. He sank into a chair, covering Wichi's face. For the first time in Wichi's life he looked small. Where is she? He whispered. I let a ghost of a smile touch my mouth. Safe. He started crying, but I felt absolutely nothing. I told him he would never see her again. Then I slid my phone toward him, screen glowing, an email drafted with our attachments, photographs, forged papers, police reports, addressed to every authority that mattered. 80 cents automatically in 1 hour. He went pale. You ruined my entire life too. Exactly. He lunged for the phone, but I was already standing by the door. I already buried your daughter once, I told him. You don't get another burial. Then I left. I drove until the city dissolved behind me and the road became black and squared. She was waiting in a small lakeside cabin, fragile asleep, nicht more flinching breath. It would take years for those ghosts to fade, maybe they never would, but she was alive. I didn't feel triumph. Not joy. Just a still emptiness where fury was set to burn. People say revenge is retaliation. Here wrong. Revenge is reclamation, retrieving what someone tried to steal forever. At the cabin door she murmured my name in her sleep, and in that moment I understood something ugly but true. Some resurrections aren't miracles. Here crimes the world tried to seal underground. And I'm only letting anyone bury the truth.